Help. Yep, green, green. This is green, green. This is a green set I have to decorate. Just 1 second. Done. Yeah, much better.
I have no idea.
Sup, Toby? Hope you're doing well. And welcome to my channel. As you might have seen already on my social media, my album's coming out pretty soon. It is called 5 for 10. You know, what person might be 5 for 10? I have no idea why it could be called like that. I hope I don't make wrong promises, but next Tuesday there will be a teaser for my album. Wow, that sounds professional. Disclaimer, there won't be any trailer, so don't be sad. And with the release of this album, I mean, not only does a part of my soul die, because people, oh my gosh, don't do albums. I've been looking forward to this album release because it marks the end of an era for me, which I call the Bird Era. A very original name which I haven't come up with right now. I wouldn't do things like that. Maybe I would. Only a select few have already seen the album cover artwork. Yeah, and since I know that every one of the people watching are very, very excited for the reveal of the album cover, probably no one cares. I've decided to rate my single covers because I've put a lot of work in them, to them. You understand me. I have to be really careful that I'm not slipping into the tracks themselves and telling you what a struggle it was to produce them and write them. Let's get on. Let's start with my least favorite, Hygrometer. It's inspired by Dark, of course, so the cover art is as well, which means it's mirrored. Everyone who has seen the Dark intro knows that. The birds you can see on that cover art, I didn't draw them for this cover art. That's a hummingbird, and it's actually my pop sock. I'm allowed to say that. Is that advertising? If I say pop, the P word, isn't it beautiful? Autofocus, I love you. And the background is just a photo of a forest that I took 6 years ago. Lazy recycling, fun. Next, hot glue. I'm sorry, but I don't know what to think about this. It's not original, you know? It's copied. It's lazy, but it's also a remix, so I don't know what I think. But I kinda dislike the color palette, which is important. Next! Who Waltz? I just wanted to have a dark cover art for this one because this track is so black. But I didn't want to make it black because track of the year has already been black with red. So I made it red with black. Call me a genius, bitch. Actually, there are a lot of people who didn't get what this is. This is a raven skeleton. Now you know. I know that this is the cover art where I made a speed paint. I have to think in which corner. Check out my speed art, but I don't like it too much. Yeah. Next, glue. Oh, that's an acrylic paint. You know what? I'm not the best when it comes to painting, but I think I did a decent job. I hope so. You can see that I'm not a painter by looking at this bird on the left. What is this? Like, what is this? I don't have words for this. This is so lazy, but you know what? It's enough to get the idea of what the cover wants to emphasize. That's the word I was looking for. He's like, yeah, I love you, but you are not looking at me. I hope that's relatable and not like sad. Here's the thing, a lot of people love this cover art, but it's definitely not my best work of art I've ever done. The only thing that doesn't make me put it even lower on the list is that it has a nice Polaroid frame. I don't know why. Next! Soon. My album's coming out. You know, I need that promo. Get that promo. So this is my most unoriginal cover art. I just copied a photo. I know that sounds way easier than it was, but I didn't even change anything. I've changed the background to yellow and that's it. But I do like the flat white areas without any shade. You know, I wanted to do like cute penguins walking on the Arctic beach. Is that a word? But in the end, it was just two penguins hugging. And I don't know why, but I feel like the upper one is like up to something. I feel like I would feel very uncomfortable in the presence of the upper penguin. I feel like he would... Yeah, never mind. Next! Track of the year! Again, another track that will not appear on the album 5 for 10. Oh my god. Subscribe. You know, I'm always so close to saying pre-order now because I hear it so often from cool and professional music artists. If you have iTunes, pre-order it now. But I mean, like, you can also wait for 3 weeks and it will be on YouTube for free and on every streaming platform. You know what? I was very convinced when I came up with this idea and concept that no one had done it before. I just love the idea of fire sparks morphing into, what are those? What is it? Firebird, fire phoenix, no, phoenix is always on fire. Fire, phoenix fetuses. Comment below. You know what really pisses me off about this cover art? You can see that this vector image is like hand drawn. Like I drew it on a piece of paper and then I scanned it and edited it. But very lazy. Because you can literally see that it's made by human hand. You know what I mean? Are there any graphic designers who understand me out there? Like, it's horrible. It's like, sometimes there are edges, sometimes they're like, oh my god, it looks... You know, I've seen worse things, but still, it pisses me off. Fun fact, the cover art used to be circle. I've wanted to mirror it. Mirrorita! It looked great, but it was an album spirit. But you know, since track of the year is not part of the album 5 for 10, I should have done it. Next! Kostenführerschaft! Woo! Actually, this is the laziest cover art. I don't sing every single line. On this track, if you can't tell, I had huge support by my university friends that you already know two of, Gina and Shlina, memories. I just asked them if they could draw or paint a bird from the side, and they did. Except one of them. So I just took my magic wand of bitchiness and destroyed my friend's artwork with Photoshop. But nevertheless, I think it's a great cover art. I'm a huge fan of different art styles in one artwork. And the funny thing is, when I finished it, I was like, this could be the album cover art. By the way, I believe that a lot of people will be disappointed by the cover art. Because those I have shown it to have been, not everyone, a lot of them, most of them. But I don't know, I love the album cover art, so I'm very excited to release it and publish it and get that out of my head. Next number, oh no, now it's getting serious. Ooh. So my bronze medal goes to Midnight 7:15 because it's awesome. Like, what the fuck? I love this. I just took a biology book and copied an owl, and instead of the numbers, I just wrote cryptical symbols, because that song is a lot about the meaning of life and the big questions and how there are no instructions or numbers showing you which is which. This is getting deep as fuck. Next, my silver medal goes to Too Many People. Oh my gosh, I had some struggles with that song on my distribution service. That's why Too Many People will be very different from the single version. Not very different, it has different intro and outro. Let me give you this advice. If you want to publish a single featuring someone else and want to have this track on your album later on, don't make it a collaboration. I know a lot of you already know that, but I didn't, so Yeah. It's been a great week. My plan was it to have a pink single cover, just as you can see it, but only with scribbled ducks. Like, I was like, yeah, scribbled ducks are enough. With a green pen, scribble, you know? And I didn't have a lot of time because I had my exam period. And so I asked Mira, because she is also into drawing, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna recreate that dialogue. It's so good.
Hey Mira, I'm a little short on time and I haven't finished the single cover for too many people yet. Do you think you could maybe help me out and draw like a handful of ducks? I mean, it doesn't have to be too detailed, just detailed enough so you can make out it's ducks and no other bird. You know what I mean?
You mean like this?
Okay, shit.
You know what? I love this cover art so much. I love it so much. This song is about too many people talking too much dumb shit, and you see too many ducks on this single cover art. And I think it needs attention. So stream that song. Next! And the winner is, you know what I mean. Have you seen it? It's a fucking chicken that flies. Do I have to explain that? Do I have to explain to you why this is hilarious? And the very funny thing is, prepare to be rolling on the floor laughing. When people asked me what this is supposed to mean, I answered them, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know it's not funny at all, but at least that's the idea. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's it. That's all of the cover arts. Don't forget to check in next week's Tuesday. Also, I've decided to put in a section in every video at the end, which is my song recommendation for you, because you want to see that. How Are You by YKWIM. It's such a beautiful song. I also love how they have decided not to put autotune on his voice. So I was like, is it a love song? What the f? But it's actually asking yourself, how are you? And I think that's very powerful. So yeah, definitely check it out and check in next time around. That didn't rhyme. I was full of hope, but then I was like, nope, 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 that doesn't rhyme. No. Goodbye.
Subscribe.